Got the podcast. You can always sign up for it. Podcast is a complete disaster. We're at 33 people now. We lost 20 people over the last week since I took the week off. I had an exciting week last week. Watched a few movies. I watched a movie that Mike, associate producer Mike, lent me. It's called Festival Express. And if you don't know what Festival Express is about, basically, I'll read the back of the DVD box right now. Set in 1970, Festival Express was a multi-band, multi-day extravaganza that captured the spirit and imagination of a generation and a nation. What made it unique was that it was portable. For 5 days, the bands and performers lived, slept, rehearsed, and did countless unmentionable things aboard a customized train that traveled from Toronto to Winnipeg to Calgary, with each stop culminating in a mega concert. The experience was filmed both offstage and on, but the extensive footage remained locked away. Until now. Now, some of the people who appear in this movie: The Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin, The Band. Oh, if I think of the idea of Janis Joplin, The Band, and The Grateful Dead on a train going really fast, I don't even think I need to say the rest of that. So I'm watching this movie, and you know what I had watched a couple days before was Monterey Pop. Got the big fat box of Monterey Pop, the 3 DVD set that was generously given to me by former associate producer Matt. He gave me that, put out by the great people at Criterion. And I was watching that. That was 1970, where you had a lot of these bands playing. And the difference, even though it's just 3 years apart, 3 teeny tiny years apart, it's like night and day. You see the audience, the Monterey Pop audience, they're clean cut. They're all, nobody's got outrageous sloppy facial hair. The bands are on stage. They're well dressed. Even like the hippie bands didn't go too far. It was contained, and it was you had some of the same people. I'm watching this thing. I see Country Joe and the Fish are on this thing. Okay, here they come. No one had facial hair in Country Joe and the Fish. One guy had mutton chops. Big Brother and the Holding Company are on this thing. No, it was good. I like that song combination of the two. They did that. It was crazy and rocking and fun. You got Jimi Hendrix killing everybody. Jefferson Airplane I was able to stomach. They're all up there. And they show across the audience. There's all these pretty girls in the audience. Then you jump forward 2 years, Woodstock. What happened? Everybody got hit with the hippie stick. The best part about this train riding through Canada with all these artists on it was when the Canadian hippies go nuts. Hey man, you guys gotta play a free show. Then all of a sudden the Grateful Dead are not all of a sudden about all of a sudden the notion of rebellion goes out the window. All of a sudden, all of a sudden it's kind of about, hey, we had to hire cops for this thing. Did you enjoy Festival Express, Mike? Watching these jerks on a train. Like, first of all, the blues, you would agree that the blues stinks, right? Exactly. Mike agrees. As a music, the blues is horrible. So if the blues is bad enough, then you got these guys playing like stoned versions of it. They're like playing, at least the blues, they stop at 7 minutes on these songs. Now you got these hippies playing 35-minute things. They think they're breaking new ground. Oh, the difference. The clean-cut audience and musicians at Monterey Pop versus the filthy street trash hippies of Festival Express. You know, it was funny, the outtakes for Monterey Pop, though. There was the Mamas and the Papas played. I guess they closed the show. I think Jimi Hendrix played, and then the Mamas and the Papas followed them. Jimi Hendrix burns his guitar and smashes it on stage, and then all of a sudden, Denny Doherty comes on stage like, how can you top that? Look out, here comes Denny Doherty wearing a Nehru jacket. But get ready, people. They're going to bring on Scott, what's his name? Who did the San Francisco? Flowers in Your Hair? Who? Scott McKenzie. Don't worry, people. You want to know how they're going to top Jimi Hendrix? They got Scott McKenzie up their sleeve. And there's one moment. I don't have this. I don't have my computer hooked up to the sound system here, so I'm gonna put a microphone up to my speaker and see if we can actually hear this moment where one of the most tuneless things I've ever heard. The Mamas and the Papas doing their hit song Monday, Monday. Let's see if we can get this up here. This is one bad note in this that is just jaw-dropping. Here it comes. It's after the break. Oh, not yet. It's coming up. Sorry. Who advised Denny Doherty with that look? Looks like he's wearing a curtain on stage. How much longer? I can't take much more of this. Here it is. Sounds okay so far, right? I gotta hear that again. Monday, Monday, I love it. One more time.
Monday, can't trust that day.
I'm at a Jandek concert all of a sudden. Oh, Monday. Come on, mamas and the papas. Thumbs down! Festival Express, double thumbs down. Sorry, hippies. I'm still not on board. I've asked people to give me one good Grateful Dead song. Give me one. I'm ready to get on board. I'm watching them do this stuff on the Festival Express. They're playing a free show in the park to calm the hippies down, and it's just like, oh, the worst moment, though, I think, though, as bad as the Grateful Dead are, is the band. When it's like, slipping and a sliding, when they do, like, rock and roll. It's like, wait, you just drained everything out of rock and roll. And it was like a race to grow a dumber beard in the band. If Robbie Robertson looks like Al Franken on stage, or like he's supposed to be some kind of college professor. You know what? Let's hear the mamas and the papas the way they're meant to be heard. Be back for some more Open Phone Tuesday in a matter of moments.
Baby, are you holding anything but me?
Every other day, every other day, every other day, every other day of the week is fine, yeah. But whenever Monday comes, you can find me crying all of the time. Monday, Monday, can't trust that day.
Monday, can't trust that.
Why does that make me so happy?